Good evening, everyone.
All good and joy. Good stuff.
Welcome to Live Skittles. As promised, a 7-minute overrun on the previous game. Just going to check that the stream is live, because it wouldn't be the first time I've been talking nonsense and nothing's happened. So I'm just going to check. Bear with us. Can I get in front row? Yes, that sounds good. Welcome, everyone, to the first Live Skittles. Jess, good evening. I can see you're watching us. I apologise in advance for the nonsense that will ensue. We're away. It's your sticker Right. Welcome. It's Live Skittles again. First televised commentary match of 2023. A hotly anticipated game between the newcomers, the Spare Ribs, versus the old lags of Lads Night Out. Spare Ribs, a brand new team to the league. Steady. The camera's over there. The joke's fallen flat. Lads Night Out, celebrating 10 years of skittling mediocrity. The Spare Ribs, not even 10 weeks. No, Dave's the crowd. When I do my in-crowd interviews, Dave's the crowd. That's right, you don't have to whisper.
Waiting on one player.
There we go. That was Lance, team captain for the Spare Ribs. He's very enthusiastic. He's actually off his face on J2O at the moment, so he's a little bit bouncing. He's very excited by that match. But we've got some early team news from the Ribs. Up first for the Ribs will be Tim, followed by Owen, then Alex, then Nye. James in at the all-important number 5, and anchoring will be Skipper Lance. For the lads, in at number 1 will be Simon, God rest his soul. Followed by Brett. Then Alex. Then Skipper Matt. Then Brian. And in the anchor leg for the lads will be Alan. Let's do some shout-outs. Clark, good evening. Clark is watching. One of our super fans and always welcome and ever present viewer from the West Country. I think you're from the West Country, Clark, aren't you? Bristol, Gloucester way, I believe. They do Skittles properly down there. We're just playing up here with our recreational fun leagues. Skipper Matt has brought his portable Bluetooth speaker, as the Lads Night Out do not like to bowl in silence, it has to be said. I believe it might be nearly time for the all-important toss.
We've done the toss.
And what's happening?
We won and we're going second.
Ooh!
Yes. Tails never fails, not in this case.
Unfamiliar territory for the lads. Ah, okay, so... Now, apparently one of the Owen for the Spare Ribs is not yet in the building. But he's imminently arriving, so because we're running late already, we're going to go.
Yeah, you can have them. You don't need them.
Tim's brought his balls up for inspection. Too many balls in the ball box.
Someone's been at.
Rodents. Right, here we go. Game on, starting off with Tim for the ribs. So, found the kingpin, but not much for it. Clark from Bristol. Matt, hello, welcome. Bristol, Gloucester, Clark, it's all the same. I did spend a couple of very good years in Bristol, but that's not for a live stream. Tim now. Final ball. A strong 7. I'm up next, so I'll have to hand you over to Skipper Matt.
Cheers, Simon. Right, hello, everyone. I don't know who's watching. Who have we got? Hello, Clark. Hello, Matt. Hello, Jess.
Why there are 5 in there?
I'm not actually doing a very good job of the commentary here. So,
really saying
yeah, sorry, I was looking at my phone. Simon, so far, has got 6 down with 2 balls, which isn't bad at all. A good comeback. Tim's 7. Tim was one of the founder members of the Lads' Night Out. Now, a very good 7. Nice 7 there from Simon. Well done, Simon. That was a really good comeback.
Thank you. Literally, Owen has just arrived and has been shoved straight at the alley for his response there. I was quite pleased with that 7. I'll take it. Owen hasn't even had time to remove his knitwear, the poor man. Oh, that was a lovely pace and great accuracy. Took out the middle grouping. What's he going to do for his second ball? He's gone for that quarter pin. Is he just too wide? Ended up hitting the wing. Now, quarter pin to your left, viewer, would be the shot. He's gone for it, but has he just tickled it wide? That's unlucky. 4 scored for Owen. The lad's out of breath. I mean, he's done really good, done really well to score anything, given his extreme run in. Right, up next for the lads is Brett. Now, regular viewers will know that recently we've seen angry Brett appear as opposed to delicate and gentle Brett. Who's coming out to play tonight? It's angry Brett! Hasn't worked for him. Needs to be either more angry or less. He's gone more angry! And that hasn't worked either. Split the middle. Gentle Brett. Oh, gentle Brett lands a fantastic kingpin. Rattles down to 6. Goodness me.
That was a lovely 6.
Clark said hello.
Hello, Clark.
Matthew there. Lovely 6. Right, up now for spare ribs is Alex. Alex doesn't like a big run-up. He's staying close to the throw line. Just sailed through. Good pace on that delivery. Not too hard. Just needs to finesse the aim. Second ball. It's a bit better. I think slightly lucky to get the 3, but if he can just connect with that kingpin. There's plenty of Skittles on your right, viewer. How's he done? Oh, just took the rear one off. 4 scored for Alex. A very supportive round of applause from his teammates. So, after 3 have thrown, it's leg 1, spare ribs. 15 pins after 2 have thrown for lads. 13. Alex up next. Another little cold snap here in the UK, so there's a mixture of those who have arrived late, still in their knitwear. Those of us who have been here for a while. And we're already down to t-shirts. First ball for Alex. Always has a lovely pace on his deliveries, and that's done very nicely. There's a clearance on here. Oh, how close was that? Just going to look at the replay cam to see how close that was.
Extremely close. He's got it this time.
He has a lovely 7.
Look how close this is. Oh no.
Oh, that was the missed it. Yeah. Great 7. So after 3 have thrown for both teams in this opening leg, Lads Night Out have a lead, 20 pins to the Spare Ribs 15. Nye up now for the Ribs. It's got a lovely action. Unlucky there just to take 2, I think. Just missed. Just looking at his action, he does cup the ball beautifully. He's got a lovely big hand. The ball nestles nicely, but just not feeling it tonight so far. Early doors though. 2 scored for Nye. Up next for the lads, it's the skipper, Matt. The lads looking very relaxed. They're feeling quite confident. Spare Ribs are currently bottom of the league. They haven't won a game. They've only won, I think, 5 legs out of the 45 they've played so far in the season. But they have been showing, some of their key players have been showing improvement. A reminder, though, that almost everybody on the alley tonight for the Spare Ribs has never threw a Skittle ball in anger until September. So... Matt, though, is just going to punish them. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about the niceties. Has he got this one? It's a smashing 8. 8 goes down for Matt. So, after 4 have thrown in this first leg, Lads Night Out now move to 28 pins. The Ribs, 17. A spare behind now is James. James, one of the players for the Ribs who's shown a lot of potential, seems to be quite a natural, very fluent deliverer of the ball. Wearing the trademark hat. Whistles through with the first. That's a good hit on the king. Now, is he going to go to your left? It's going to be difficult to get the 3. He's gone for it. It's unlucky, split the middle. I think he was unlucky to 4. I think he was unlucky to come out with just a 4. He was only a whisker away from being a 6 or a 7. It's just sometimes the way the Skittles fall. So you have to say now the lads really don't need to work too hard to take leg 1. But Brian, in particular, is sailing high in the individual averages on the league. He's currently in 2nd spot and will want to regain 1st. Oh dear, he's not going to do it like that. So Brian is currently on an average of 31.8, only a little bit behind Dave Quinn on 32.6. Oh, that's a good pickup. And as if by coincidence, his current personal average leader, Dave, is actually in the building. So, Dave, what do you think about Brian's hunting you down on the averages.
Well, Brian has said before he doesn't miss when the Cure's playing, and so he was bound to get a good score on that leg there. And if he can keep the playlist going in his favour, I'm sure he'll continue to have a good game. And I'm all up for the challenge in the averages. I think it's good to have a bit of healthy competition. And as I've said before, as long as it's not Jeremy, it doesn't matter.
We like controversial so early in the evening from Dave. Thank you, Dave. And good evening, Amy.
Hello.
There we go. That's the crowd are in. Right. Up now, Lance, the captain for the Spare Ribs. Little bit of Skittles trivia for you. Lance used to turn out for the lads' night out.
That's in Tim, Simon. Yeah, they're bookended by XLNO. This team.
We don't speak about Tim's performance for us.
This class, you see, that's the class is at the extremes.
It's maybe why he left to form his own team so that he can select himself more than he was chosen for ours. I don't know, but this is looking nice. Oh, Lance. Oh, what a captain's score. Smashes in the top score of his team's opening leg. Get your totals up. Do some maths. So,
We're on 36.
Spare Ribs total for leg one is 29. The lads are already on 36. The leg has gone to the lads. The 2 points are in the bag. Alan now can just relax and fill his boots on his personal averages. Not the start he would have wanted. If you're new to watching us, or if you're usually drunk and now are sober, I'll just remind you that in our league, it's about points, not about pin tally. If you win a leg, you gain 2 points. If you draw a leg, it's a point each, and of course, if you lose a leg, nothing. And so our league is based on points. It's one of the closest winter leagues anyone can remember. As after that 0 to start, Alan decides to just smash down a 9. Is that a 45? Is that right? 45. Goodness me. Goodness me, we're just going to check, but we do think on the statistics that might be the highest leg score of the season. 47 is the highest, so a little bit out. Let's see if we can do it in leg 2. I'll pass you over to Matt.
Well, thanks, Simon. I was, of course, I was de-statted by Alan because I'm always nearly right, not quite right. But the highest leg of the season is, Alan, in the club?
47, it looks like. Yeah.
47, so we only got 45.
I think that's our highest leg, though.
Yeah, our highest, I think, was 44.
So I think I'll take that.
So a nice little first skittle there from Simon, 4 down, first ball. Yeah, he's got rid of that pesky one. Still got the king to aim for. Let's see what he can do with this. He's had to come away from the radiator. He's got it. Oh, that was very close.
He's always, it's unknown territory for him over there, isn't it?
Yeah, having to move away from the red, but that was very close, Simon.
I've just watched the replay and see how close it was, actually. Yeah, it was quite cold over there. It's a chilly evening. I don't like it away from the rain. I know. You're not the only one who hasn't removed his woolen. I think it's a 50-50 split. I went like this, and you went, is that fine? I mean, what else could it be? One finger, one thumb. Right. Some more nonsense banter. Tim now, up for the Spare Ribs, an ex-LNO player. Very powerful deliverer of the ball. Sometimes I feel too powerful. Power is nothing without control. Second ball for Tim. Better. Oh, got a cheeky bonus one there. Final ball, he's pulled it. Honestly, sometimes I think the spare ribs aren't taking this seriously. 4 from Tim, keeps them in it. Only 1 pin behind after 1 has thrown for both. Brett now in at number 2 for the lads. Now, after his last experience, will he go a bit more genteel? Yes, he will. Hasn't worked for him. So now, based on his previous form, I suspect he'll go angry. Let's have a look. Yes, he tried. It's oh dear. It's as if the Skittles are taunting him. He's being taunted. Gentle Brett. Gentle Brett's looking better. Oh, again! He nearly had a 6, but they're just... It's as if they just didn't want to give him any joy at all, those Skittles. Well, 2 wobblers.
We all love a wobbler, don't we? Does anyone love a wobbler out there in Skittles land?
Certainly in Bristol. Right.
Use 2 wobblers. I mean, that's the way it goes.
Oh, now, look. Owen now, who's recovered from his exertions to get here on time. I think he rushed that one.
Yeah, he did.
Just 3 for Owen. That's a real shame. I'll ask her. Will you stop the fans, please? There we go. The sticker upper was suffering there. It's very cruel what we do to teenagers. I do play that, but I'm brought one with me. Right, Alex now. Oh, he's whistled through. Grimace is over at his teammates. He's angered by that. Oh, he's done it again. Oh, some barracking from the spare ribs. How will Alex react? He's got to keep his cool. What a pressure shot for him. Oh my goodness! An ironic cheer for his captain as the single wobbles but falls. Wow. So, after 3 have thrown for the lads, 11 pins. After 2 for the spare ribs, 7. 4 is required from Alex to level things up. 4 is what he scored in leg 1. Let's see what he can do. Whistled through. Now, Alex not a fan of a big run-up, although he has gone slightly further back this time from the throw line. Little half step, looks better. 2 scored. Needs another 2 to level things up. Has he done it? Just a single. 3 scored. So after 3 have played for both teams halfway through leg 2, spare ribs 10, lads night out 11. Much closer in this second leg. Up next for the lads, skipper Matt, coming off a very strong 8 in the first leg. Has to be said, he probably needs to pull out a 7 or an 8. I think he does, because we're only 1 pin ahead after 3. He didn't get much bang for that, but the Skittles are not playing ball for a few of us.
In leg 1, weren't they? But they've changed their mind.
angered them.
Yeah, maybe too many of them have fallen over. They've only got so many falls per game.
I think Brett's violence has upset them, to be honest.
I mean, Brett showed that it actually is lovely third ball.
Oh dear.
How have the tables turned here, Simon? This is interesting.
Be off.
3 pins. Just jezzer him back. So, now Nye is up next. Now, Nye had an unfortunate first leg with the 2. Needs to do better. It's an unfortunate start through the gap. He's got some spin on that one. Oh, it just whiskered the king and only took one other. There's still plenty to aim for. Probably quarter pin on your side, viewer, is the one. He's gone the other way. Has he necked it? No, he's just... How? Lads Night Out are all mouths agape. No one knows quite how that missed. Nye repeats his first leg score with a 2. So, after 4 have thrown for both. Lads Night Out, 14 pins. Spare ribs, 12. Now, there's some barracking from the ribs. They know it's all they've got against. They feel that it's all they've got against the lads is to put them off their stride. Might have worked in that case. Lads certainly having a strange second leg. Oh dear, Brian. Dave is watching from afar, thinking, I quite like the look of this score for my my position in the averages table. Final ball. Had to be big, and it wasn't bad. 5 scored for Brian. "19 pins for the lads after 5 have thrown. 12 after 4 for the ribs, and it's James up next, sporting his lucky hat. I must speak to him after this to discover whether it's a fedora or a trilby. He's touching the round for good luck. Will it help him? Lovely low knee dip, but the round didn't reward him for its worship. He's gone the other side. Taken 3. It's all right. Needs to hit the king. Here he's pulled that. Just the single. 4 scored for James. Again, his second consecutive 4. "16 pins to the ribs, 19 to the lads, with 1 to throw for each team in this second leg. A reminder, the lads took the first leg by a definitive 45 pins to 29. It's rather closer this time. Lance put down 8 in his leg 1. Alan will know that and will not want to give him an easy ride here. It's a good first ball. Reasonable grouping here. I have to say there might be a 9 on. Oh, there certainly is a 9 on. And the left-hander likes going from this side of the alley to the other, and he's taken it. Smashes in his second consecutive 9. $28. 28. So Lads Night Out have gone from 45 to 28, which is actually 1 pin less than the spare ribs scored in their first leg. The ribs are on 10, 12, 16. Spare required. So the leg's gone. But Lance looking for some personal glory. Again, a 7, he's really putting in a captain's innings. The lads take leg 2. 28 pins to 23. Just going to approach James with a question from the audience who can't see from that end. Trilby or Fedora?
It's a Trilby.
That's your answer. I know, but they couldn't see from down there. It's the beer leg between myself and Tim. For those of
This is proper.
For those of you who don't remember, leg 3, the beer leg, is very simple. If you beat your opponent, they owe you a beer. If your opponent beats you, it's the walk of shame to the bar.
When did you last share a beer with Tim, Simon?
I don't think I've ever done that.
Well, I mean, when were you last in a room with Tim, both having a beer?
Oh, Christmas Day.
There you go.
Christmas Day.
Happy times.
Happy time one. And it was a home brew. Oh, thirsty boy. Right, the target I have to beat is a 6.
Simon? Tim's meat?
No, we were drinking our porter,
Okay.
which is an excellent beverage, has to be said. Right, I'm going to hand you to Alan now for some wise words while I try and best a 6.
Can't make that promise. Yeah, genuine, no grudge. What's the opposite of a grudge pairing, this? Old friends, Tim and Simon. He's probably not mentioned it on the commentary, but he's known him a while, so yeah. I reckon I'm going to say he's going to get a 6 and just draw with Tim because they're mates.
Yeah. And Tim was one of the founder members of Lads Night Out, wasn't he? Before
He was, yeah. See, well, I think I'm the reason. He's the reason I am a member of Lads Night Out.
I'm the reason.
And I brought you, yeah.
Exactly, you're the reason I'm here.
So yeah, no, that's he brought me to this sport that we love so much. So still needs a pin here to avoid the shame. Oh! Well played, Simon. Well played. Bought with pleasure there. He's just he's marching up to the bar with a smile on his face, isn't he, Tim? Now,
I've never seen him without a smile on his face.
is that right?
He's perpetually happy.
Who are you talking about now?
I don't know. Anyway, Owen has now ditched the knitwear, and I think that's a wise move. The temperature's rising. Oh, it's so close. Come on, Owen. Still just a 2. When he has connected, he's been really unfortunate with the run-ons. Nothing's happening for him, and he's pulled that. And you see, look, he's angry with himself. His skipper's smiling, but you can tell that underneath he's angry with him too. Owen's unfortunately going backwards there. 4-3-2. Brett has scored a 6 and a 5, so you'd have to say you'd fancy Brett to take this beer leg. Interestingly, him and Owen are wearing similar coloured shoes. I don't know if that means anything. As is James. It was
ribs roll over.
Is there a reason why 3 of you are wearing the same colour footwear? Is there a memo I didn't get?
Yeah. Maroon's for all the cool kids.
Maroon. I was going to say more plum.
Plum.
Brett's rolled it over with a 2. Owen punches the air in a slightly awkward way. Thank you, sir. Right, Alex now for the ribs. Oh, just toppled one. So, after 2 have thrown in leg 3, Lads Night Out 9, spare ribs 8. It's another close start. Alex up now for the ribs. Oh, he's been so unlucky there. Connected with the first 2 balls and taken only 1 apiece. Come on, Alex, focus. That looks a better delivery. Oh, again, that was really harsh. Just glanced off the kingpin and 4 scored. Now, he's against Alex. Now, Alex started off the evening with a strong 7, but unfortunately only posted a 1 in leg 2, so you'd have to say it's not a shoe-in. I'm all right, thanks. Welcome to the 11 people watching us live. Obviously, you've got nothing better to do on a Monday.
Isn't it the most depressing Monday, all that nonsense, Simon? So maybe this is the right thing to be doing.
Is it Blue Monday? Yes, exactly. What could be better than watching a bunch of middle-aged men throwing wood? 3 for Alex. He needs 1 more to roll it over. He's got 3. He shakes his head wryly. He feels that he didn't quite deserve that, but he'll take it. That was very close. So, halfway through leg 3, the beer leg. Lads Night Out, 15 pins. Spare ribs, 12. We've been here before, the 15-12. Nye's up next for the ribs. Nye's not had a great evening, 2 and a 2. And he's starting with another loose throw. Shakes his hand. I wonder if he's got wrist trouble this evening. That looks better. Oh my goodness. No one can believe that found the gap. Even his opponents are shaking their head and saying that's not fair. Come on, Nye, pull it in. Go on, Tom. That sort of sums up the evening. Those Skittles have been very mean for a few of us. 4 scored. To be fair, it's his best score of the evening. But from his team's point of view, it's not what he wanted. Up next for the lads is Captain Matt, who has had a bit of an up and down evening, starting off with a fantastic 8, but only posting a 3 in leg 2. Never rush the oche. Never rush the oche. Watch and learn. Fires it down with pace, does Matthew, and yet glides onto the alley. There's no big bang when he releases, as it were. Final ball, a little bit spread out here. 6. He'll be personally a little disappointed, but it was enough to best his opponent, get a half a pint, and keep things ahead for his team. After 4 have thrown for both sides in leg 3. It's 21 pins to the lads. 16 to the ribs. James up now with his trilby. Oh, another one that's wobbled and hasn't gone down. Oh, that's a great second shot. I was just about to say James has not been playing to his current potential because he is. Oh. I didn't say I needed one. His average is 25, and he's well behind that. So that lovely 7 will bring him a little bit closer to where he feels he should be. So after 5 of a thrown for the spare ribs in leg 3, 23 points, I think, 23 pins. We just check the maths. 10, 14, 16, 23, indeed. After 4 have thrown for the lads, 21. Brian now. A reminder that he is going to be trying to vie with Dave for top of the individual averages, but to be honest, I think Dave can sit there quite smugly because Brian's just not feeling it, is he? Started off all with an 8, but that 5 in leg 2 below his par, and it's a bit of a disaster in the beer leg for Brian. James has won a beer. Look at that, the jubilation amongst the ribs. They're not used to someone coming from the other team and going to the bar for them. Wow, that's zhuzhed them up a bit. I do believe they're very unused to the walk to the bar going that way around. So, Lance now. Can he ride that wave of euphoria from James's beer leg win? A reminder, he's their top scorer with an 8 and a 7. Not a bad start with a 4. I think his dander's up. That's a lovely second ball. There's a 9 on here if he wants it. A reminder that his opponent, Alan, from the lads, has scored consecutive 9s in the first 2 legs. What's he done? No, he called it right. Fantastic 7 from Lance. Really puts the pressure on. So, spare ribs post a score of 30 in leg 3. A reminder, the lads took legs 1 and 2 fairly emphatically. The spare ribs have thrown a target down. 15, 21, 24. 6 for the draw for Alan. 7 or more for the win. The ribs are calling for 6 or less. They'll take a draw. Oh, it's all got a bit quiet over the ribs there. 1/3 of the way to the 6 he needs for the draw. Five scored. He needs 1 to draw. He needs 2 from this cluster, and it's not favourable for the left-hander on this side. What's he done? Oh! He's gone through! The jubilation! The ribs are euphoric. They've taken a leg. They've taken 2 points. The lads are looking, they're smiling, but there's no laughter in their eyes.
We don't normally cheer when yeah, but it's not often we win a leg. That's, you know, especially against these guys.
It's beautiful. We love a story like this. It's just a shame that obviously you'll collapse now and And it was
Oh, we will collapse.
No, you
Absolutely.
won't. Take it on. Take it on. Come on, this could be the new dawn. Right, I think it's me.
Yeah, good luck, Simon. Right, so Simon's up now.
We must punish them.
We will indeed punish them, I say. So here we go. Simon up. I've been eating quavers, so apologies if you can hear any crunching. Hello, Matt. I'm glad that the only reality TV programme you enjoy is this. It certainly is reality. Simon put that one down. The crowd are getting a bit raucous. That's your answer. Rob Wadsworth is cheering very loudly for the other team. Oh! A good 6 there from Simon. I just said that was a good 6, and it was a good 6. Because the second shot really did quieten them down.
Yes. Well, you know. We like a rowdy team.
Yeah.
Matt says this is the only reality TV program that I enjoy. Matt, it is real, isn't it? This is real life.
I just mentioned that. It's definitely real life. We're real people in a very real building.
Yes, none of us have had plastic surgery to make us look enhanced, have we? Well, I know Tim's quite hench.
Isn't it? It's Love Island we're up against as well at 9 o'clock. I hope you're all watching this.
Well,
Some are.
8 people now. We were on 11, so a couple have tuned over. Tim smashes us. 7 already? Goodness me. Is there a clearance? Good tussle between Tim and I. Has he got it? He hasn't. 7, well played. Deserved round of applause. So, a reminder, after 3 legs, Lads Night Out have won 2 legs. The Ribs, 1. We're in leg 4. The Ribs, after 1 have thrown for both teams, have a 1-pin lead. It's Brett now for the lads. Bit of a mixed evening, 6, a 5 and a 2. Gentle Brett is back. It's all right. 2 per ball will equal his best score of the inning with a 6 in his first leg. Another gentle one. Oh, it's sailed through the gap. Those gaps are always magnetic by this point of the evening. Final ball. Top 2. 4 scored for Brett. He's got one job. So after 2 have thrown for the lads in this 4th leg, 10 pins. Spare Ribs, a 7. Owen now. Owen's had a bit of a torrid time since his late arrival. 4, 3 and a 2. He's going backwards. Is this the time he can now push on? Yes, this is a rollover beer leg as well. He's got his beer leg. Brett scored a 4. Owen needed a 5 to get it. He's got it. Now, Owen just needs to concentrate now. The beer is important, but the score is more. He's taken the 2. Wow. Now then, what a time. What a time for Owen to suddenly come back to life. Brett's heading to the bar already. He doesn't care. Final ball. They all called it out the hand. Well played. Deserved round of applause from everyone in the room for Owen. What a comeback. So, after 2 have thrown for both teams in this 4th leg, Lads Night Out, 10 pins. Spare Ribs, 14, a 4-pin lead. A reminder, the lads are 2 legs to 1 up, but the spare ribs have suddenly become very animated. I think they sniff the chance of maybe tying the game. Could this happen? Alex now for the lads will want to knock that on its head, but it's not the start he would have wanted, but it was the start I had. Can he do the same? Can he just smash a few down just to show them who's boss? He can. A solid 4 and a good angle here on the quarter pin. Has he got it? Oh, that's lovely. Really unlucky not to get an 8 out of that. Solid 7 from Alex. So, after 3 have thrown for the lads in this 4th leg, they're on 17 pins. After 2 have thrown for the ribs, they're on 14. 4 will get them the lead. Alex up now. Not had a great evening. 4, a 3 and a 4. But is he as buoyed up by his team as his teammates have been by their success in the last leg? Still got plenty to aim for. Long time thinking about this shot. Is it too long? Might have been. Skittles, such a psychological game. Don't overthink it, Alex. There he goes, final ball. Yeah, it's got a cheeky extra. 4 scored. Seems to be where he's kind of averaging this evening. So after 3 have played for both teams in this 4th leg, lads night out 17, spare ribs 18. It's a 1-pin game. He never rushes the offie. Matt up next, skipper for the lads. He's again had an up and down evening, an 8, a 3 and a 6. Time for him to unleash a big score if he's got one in him. The pace of that whistled right through. Sets up again that trademark long run. Same again. Oh my goodness me, I'm going to change my commentary position to see what's going to happen. Final delivery. Oh, and he just takes out the middle. My goodness, you could hear that roar from the spare ribs. I've never seen their peckers so elevated. 1. Just a 1 for Matt. Now, Nye. Started off with a couple of 2s. Leg 3, pulled that up to a 4. Can he improve on that and cement a lead? That's a good start. Good start for him. 2 per ball would do it. Oh, he's pulled that. It's a shame. King is available. That's all he needs. Go on, Nye. What's he got? What's he got? Oh, he pulled it. Just 2. Dropped down to 2. Okay, so after 4 have thrown for both teams, lads night out, 18 pins. Spare ribs 20. It's a 2-pin game. Brian is up next. A reminder, Brian started off with a powerful 8, dropped to a 5, and then sank to a dismal 3. Lost his beer leg. Now, is that going to prey on his mind, or is he going to be the true professional that he is, put it out of his mind and go back to some glorious scoring? Well, you have to say he's maybe still dwelling on it. There's some excitement amongst the ribs. It's not good enough. It's not good enough for Brian. He's not got a great lie. He's going to have to go for that quarter pin on your right, viewer. That's the only shot that's got any value in it, and it could land him with a 7 if he hits it just right. Unlucky. A 5. A very faint round of applause from his team there as Brian posts his second 5 of the evening. So after 5 have thrown for the lads in leg 4, they're on 23 pins. After 4 have thrown for the ribs, they're on 20. James just needs 4 for the lead. He's not scored less than 4 this evening, and he's not going to score less than 4 now. That's a lovely lie. Just needs to connect with that kingpin. Oh, that's fantastic. What a shot. Can he possibly take this one and smash a 9? No, unfortunate. Fantastic 8. Goodness me. $28 pins to the spare ribs, 23 pins to the lads after 5 have thrown for both. There's a lot of work here to do. Alan in at the anchor leg. Great start to his evening. 2 9s and a 5. He dropped to 5 in the beer leg and lost his beer. Now it's his time to make amends. He's dropped the knitwear. The knitwear's gone. I think he finally feels that he's warmed up and he needs to shed some weight. It's a big leg for the number 6 for the lads. Just takes the rear one out. The old magic shot.
I think we may have lost this leg.
Shh, negativity. Now you can say that. I mean,
He gets a 9 here. They've got to get
they're here for a 9. It puts the pressure on Lance. 7, solid 7. Back up to where we would expect as a minimum for Alan. He's not happy. He's not happy. So, lads post 30. 30's dead. The spare ribs are on 28. They need 3 for the win. Lance, you have to say, is the favourite here to take it because he's bowled an 8, a 7 and a 7. Will he be feeling, though, the pressure as the captain? Oh, airborne. Oh! Goodness me! Now then, now he looks nervous. It's a better delivery. He's got 4. The leg's gone. Can he post a good score? What's he done here? Well played. Good round of applause. 5 scored. His worst score of the evening, but enough to take the win. So, after 4 legs, all square. 2 legs each. The spare ribs take leg 4, 33 to 30. I'm not sure if they're happy or not, but they seem to be. So, it's all square. Who will win this game? The lads need the points to try and catch the 3 teams above them. And the Ribs are just absolutely thrilled to have taken 2 legs. It's the first time they've taken 2 legs in a game all season. So they'll be buzzing. Now they just need to hold on to it, contain that excitement. And remember, they've still got... 4 scored for Tim to finish. It's his joint lowest score. Wow.
He got absolute score.
I might have to do something here, really, and try and...
28 for Tim.
Yeah.
You're a very similar state here.
I know, it's...
Exactly the same.
I think we might be. 7, 4, 6... No, I'm one ahead.
You'll go. Wow. What a game we have. Spare Ribs have won 2 legs. I don't think they've won 2 legs in any other game this season. So that's, I mean, in a lot of ways, that is a good thing. I mean, not necessarily if you're an avid L&O fan, but for everyone else, I'm sure
I think it's a good thing. Yeah,
but
it's a good thing.
we're pleased about it, sort of. Guardedly pleased. Oh, Simon's left himself with work to do to beat. What's he got here? Oh, he's exactly equal with Tim here. They are great mates. Let's not forget it, you know. Mates should stick together, shouldn't they, Simon? Yep. There we go. Yeah. Exactly the same. You really are good pals. Yeah, it's 20 pence. It's not a pound there. I mean, it's plenty of change.
Oh, is there change? I didn't see the change.
Oh.
10, 20, 30, 40. Score of champions. I finish on a 3. You have to pay a fine into the curry fund and finish on 28, exactly equal to Tim. Tim, we did our bit. Now sit down, it's all up to you lot.
You need another 20, because you put 20 in.
I'd love one back there.
Thank you. Owen now. He's got work to do to match that 7 from his previous breakthrough leg. Gentle delivery on target. Oh! Just 3. Owen posts a 19. So, after 2 have thrown in this final and deciding leg for the ribs, they're on 7. That's not out after 1 have thrown, that was me, only 3. Brett needs a 4 to draw. Straight through. Now then, has he connected with something? No, he hasn't. Straight through again. He looks at his team in disbelief. They don't bother to look back at him. They're slightly embarrassed. Angry Brett comes out, but he's fluffed it. It's a 0. Now, we'll just go over and randomly pick someone from the massive crowd. Dave,
Hi there.
I'm sensing a little frisson of sort of nervous excitement, not daring to believe, but possibly believing from the spare ribs over here.
Well, I think they're enjoying the fact that they've got 2 legs on the board.
First time ever.
The first, it's their biggest result ever. Could even be their first win against one of the teams that are their favourites for the league. So,
Shows don't give up hope.
Absolutely. What a positive message for all of our viewers. Never give up, even if you really are shit. Keep going.
well, that wasn't quite the way Amy put it, but I guess the sentiment is the same.
No, they're doing very well. But I think the worry that you have is that they're getting all overexcited, and actually what they might do is throw away the win, getting excited about the draw.
And you'll throw it away.
In the previous leg, there was definitely some nerves from the LNO team that came into play there from a leg you'd expect it.
Then what about experience? They'll know their 10th season, veterans now, but Ribs, of course, it's their first. A lot of them, this is the first time they've been in this kind of position. So we'll have to see what happens as we watch now Alex. I've just realised that, of course, in the third spot for both teams, it's Alex v Alex. Alex for Spare Ribs only scored a 2. Alex for the lads has at least bested that. But he needs to pick some more up from Brett's 0. Has he managed? No, he misses it. 5. Goodness me, right.
I think it's a decent lead for the LNO.
Well, it's no.
3-3 ahead, is it?
No. So 8, 4, 9. They're only 1. This Ribs are 1 ahead. Sorry, 2 ahead. No, 1 ahead. I was right. 5 and 4 is 9, Dave, isn't it? And 5 and 3 is 8.
I can't actually read what the scores are on the board, so I'm taking you at face value.
So lads are at 8. The Ribs 9.
In that case, I would agree with your maths on this.
9 now. 9's had a bit of a all evening. Nye's been bowling them nice and straight and hitting those gaps. Come on, Nye. Better. He's a lovely deliverer of the ball. He's another one who just strokes it onto the alley and just can't quite see. It's his top score of the evening, though. That's what you want in this situation. Finish this leg, this crucial leg, with your top score of the evening, with a 5.
That's what you want. You just want to give your team a chance and put a bit of pressure on your opponent. I mean, Matt, mixed game so far. He's been bowling well, but not been getting the results. So let's see. Will the pressure of captaincy and the situation against a team he was expected to win against?
Well, he needs a 6 to draw things up.
Wallop.
Well, that's 5 of those 6.
Very good start. A very good start.
Lovely lie.
Yeah, he's likely to get 2 of these at least for the next ball.
Oh, surely Dave, he's got to go for that again, hasn't he?
It's the right shot. Tiny little adjustment, and it's 2 or 3 down.
It's taking longer than usual. Oh, it nearly paid off. 6 ties it all up after 4 have thrown for both teams in this final and surprisingly deciding leg. It's all square.
I don't think the viewers at home expected to be heading into this stage. 2 legs to play, and the game's still in the balance.
The 3 of them that we lost earlier to Love Island, they should have come back. There might not be the hench bodies on display, but there's more drama here.
Well, I don't know. There's some pretty hench bodies from both teams. This is 2 teams that spend a lot of their time drinking beer and
old and drunk is what you're saying.
We don't do many topless nights of Skittles, and I don't think that's
not since the restraining order, Dave. No, not since the police involvement. But we will gloss over that as we watch now James, who's come off a great last couple of legs with a 7 and 8. Oh, you've got to say, he feels like he's got his eye in. That quarter pin on your left, viewer, if he strikes it just right, there's a good chance here of a massive score. Has he got it? Just 6. Good finish, though, from James. I have to say, he's one of the newcomers for the Spare Ribs who's shown some real promise. As someone who had never thrown a Skittleball Angus from until September last year.
He's definitely the star of the future for the Spare Ribs, and he should be playing anchorman really with his skills. But
say that, but Lance, what a captain's innings he's had this evening. He's 8, 7, and a 5. I mean, he's really kind of kept them buoyant, I think.
Well, yeah, he's done it. He's done it under pressure, and he's got the pins that's given them this chance that they've got now. So I think it's Brian.
So after 5 have thrown for the Spare Ribs in this deciding leg, they're on 20 pins. after 4. Lads are on 11, 14. Brian needs a 6 to draw.
He's found the gap again. He's done that several occasions tonight. This is the shot. This will determine the match. This shot here.
Oh my goodness! It has to be said, he's got to hit a 1-ball wonder. He's got to hit 6 or 7 with 1 ball now.
He'll take 4. He'll take 4 from here, but he needs something.
What's he done? Oh, he's done the 6! Oh my goodness! The 1 ball. It's all level, all square. All square. So, by my pathetic maths, I make it all level.
No, 1 ahead, I think they are.
1 ahead, are they?
Yeah.
They're just 1 ahead.
20, and that is 21.
Ah, 21. 4, 3, 2, 5, 6. 4, 3. Yes, they've got Alex as a 2. That's why I said it was equal. Steward's inquiry. Lance now for the ribs, the captain. The most important leg he's ever bowled. Oh, look at that wobbler. Another wobbler. King still available for him. It's a lovely smooth delivery. Oh, he's found the gap. What's he going to do now? I've got to get a better view. This is the all-important final shot. There's a hush. Apart from the jukebox, there's a hushed descent. He's taking a long time to think. This is it, do or die. Oh! What a shot! What a shot from Lance to pull out his 3rd 7 of the evening. Takes his personal score to 34.
We haven't yet conducted the steward's inquiry.
Right. Do you want to conduct that now so you know what you're aiming for? I mean, it was a 2. Matt, Alex himself confirms a 2. Oh, what an opener. What an opener from Alan. Quarter pin. The ribs are on 29. The lads are on 20. Alan needs all of these. He needs all of these to draw it. All of these to draw, I believe.
I thought it was only 2 to draw, but I might be wrong.
Oh! Oh my goodness! It's a draw. It's a draw. So will we. So, wow. What a game. A David and Goliath game, and the ribs. What? Yours adds up to 27 as well. No, yours adds up to 27 as well, mate. Oh, a little bit of gamesmanship there from the ribs. As ever, a little premature from Lance there. What a game. What a game. That the Ribs will take that as a massive win, even though it was a draw. And I think they deserve it, to be fair. What an excellent game. We're going to do the traditional handshakes, and while we do that, we'll just leave you as ever with the ambience of the club. Good game. Cheers, Tim. Give it.
Thank you very much. I know my teammates didn't make you stick many pins up there.
It was a shot lowest. Was it our lowest? 63, 78, 96.
Right, I'm going to switch the feed off, but I'll just respond to some comments. Matt, I know you're on the edge of your seat. I'm sorry that we didn't help you fall off it. It was a great game, wasn't it, Clark? Mark, yes, it was nail-biting. Matt says, thanks for the entertainment. You're very welcome. We enjoy it, and we hope that just a little bit of that comes across. So if you have been watching, thank you. I'm not sure when our next live stream is. I'll put the details up on Facebook. And tomorrow I'll post a replay of this up on the Facebook page as well. But for now, good night, and thanks for watching.